Hey guys, welcome back to the CCC. We are going to do a really easy and really yummy cocktail today that is equal parts of 4 ingredients, just 4, very easy. If you're in the mood for an agave cocktail, like using tequila or mezcal, but not feeling a margarita, then this is perfect for you. It comes from our favorite Shake, Stir, Sip book, which is the equal parts book where everything is super easy and equal parts of all of the ingredients. And I don't think that everybody already has the grapefruit liqueur. That's what this random bottle is. But if you don't already have a grapefruit liqueur, it's a nice one. It'll last you basically forever. And I think I've added like a little bit of it to gin and tonics before, and it's really nice. Or, I mean, any fun things that you've done with it?
You know what? This is my first time with this specific one. I've done the Paula's grapefruit, which is different. I think this is a little bit lighter and understated than that one. That one's more like a grapefruit triple sec. So this is my my first pass on this one. So we're gonna see. But I know you've used it a lot, and I've been looking. It's been one of those ones I've been wanting to use for a while. So
Okay. Yeah, this is the Combier. You've got the, what is that?
I always mess up the pronunciation.
There are 1,000 grapefruit liqueurs out there, and they are super inexpensive and pretty. And like I said, will last you forever. So if you feel like it, go ahead.
Yeah, and I think this is it's a good summer cocktail too. So to Rice's point, it's not a margarita, but you're still getting the agave. You're even getting some of that with the Aperol. You're still getting a little essence of the orange as well. It's more of like a bitter orange. So it's sort of like a grown-up cousin to a margarita. If you like margaritas, you're gonna like this, but it's not quite as sweet and predictable.
Right. It's also served up. So I tend to like them served up better, but we are chilling our glass because this is gonna be a good one, super cold. So I think it's actually a nice marriage of a sophisticated up drink, but also like a good summery light drink.
Yeah, and super approachable. We should tell them about where this drink comes from. I mean, not just the book.
Okay, nerdy fact man, please.
Since you asked.
The floor is yours.
So yes, it is from our favorite book, but the recipe itself comes from it's a hotel bar in New Orleans that we both have been to.
I believe we were actually on a couple's trip to New Orleans when we went to
3 couples. I don't know, whatever. A lot of couples. Anyways, we may or may not have hit every bar in New Orleans that weekend, but I think this was our last one, if you remember. And I think it was the best one. The hotel is called the Old 77. It's a really neat hotel, the Warehouse District in New Orleans. And the restaurant / bar is called, I'm going to destroy this pronunciation, but I'll let you do it actually.
I'm just going to not massacre the French pronunciation of it and go with Compère Lapin.
Let's go with that.
Compère Lapin.
That's funny to look at. Just here, it's like watching you say that. It's sort of similar to Puntimet.
Well, my accents sort of suck, but it was a really, really great bar. They really, really knew their shit. And the other cool thing is that the bartender who developed this recipe is female. So I'm always.
I thought you were going to say what the other cool thing is. Their restaurant is a James Beard award-winning restaurant, so they know their food too. So it's called a Mildred Pierce. I'm not sure why it's called that specifically. I mean, Mildred Pierce was the name of a 1940s Oscar-nominated movie with, I think, Joan Crawford or some like film noir. But there's no connection with the movie, this drink. It's just who knows? It's a film noir. There's some mystery. You
should probably drink it wearing sunglasses. And like a big
trench coat?
Like black, scarf around your head.
I think that would be you.
In a convertible.
Driving gloves?
Avi.
Anyways, let's get to the drink.
Like we said, very easy, 4 ingredients, 3/4 of each, and we're going to shake it because we're involving lemon. Okay. We're going to use mezcal. The recipe calls for mezcal, but there's also a note from the bartender that it's okay to do with tequila, but the smokiness of mezcal does give it an extra little bite. So if you don't have or like mezcal, go ahead and try this with tequila.
Maybe a reposado though. Something with a little more punch than just a Blanco. Although again,
that's probably.
You want a little bit lighter, cleaner, leaner, maybe a Blanco, which is.
Good idea.
You never go wrong with a Blanco, but I think the reposado could be a little more interesting.
Yeah, let us know what you guys think. Although there's about 0 chance we're not using mezcal for ours. Oh, and I got a new mezcal. Check it out.
It's pretty hot. What is that?
Isn't that a pretty bottle? It is Darumbus.
Don't know the name, don't know the
Well,
bottle.
I'll tell you something. It's a gorgeous bottle. This was on the cheaper side of it. It's actually, when I tasted it alone, it's not my favorite. But I think mixed up in this cocktail with so many other flavors going on, I think it's going to be good for a mixed drink.
Yeah, and if we can hold there for a second, one thing about buying mezcal, guys, you're going to find, at least I found, is there's, 5 to 10 mezcals that are in like the $30 to $35 range. They're all very good for mixing, not all great for sipping. But unlike other spirits where you can find things in the $45, $50 range, I feel like mezcal really jumps from like the 30 to 35 to like high 50s, low 60s, and then, way up from there.
Well, I wanted to try the brand because there was a brand ambassador who I heard speak about it, whatever. So I wanted to try the brand, but like the next one up was like $77 or something.
Yeah.
And I'm like, the way I go through this stuff, I can't.
Yeah.
So I went with the low end one, and it's.
Yeah, and you could argue, if you're going to sip fine bourbons and other spirits, it's no different. But there's not a lot of mid-range mezcal. It's like 30, and then you jump.
But I also find sometimes the lower ones are not as smoky.
Correct.
So there is, I think, a quality. I really like the one that you've got there. That one I find to be really good, smoky, affordable.
Yeah, nice price point. I think it was 32.
Yeah, he's my new fave. So in addition to 3/4 of that, we're going to do 3/4 Aperol, which is going to give it a real pretty color. 3/4 of your grapefruit liqueur, which is often found in the liquor stores as pamplemousse. Mine is a pamplemousse rosé. That's just French for grapefruit.
Do you know what French for compare lapin is? Lapin?
You mean English for that?
Do you know what English for compare lapin is?
What's that?
Brother rabbit.
Brother rabbit. 3/4 lemon.
Beat you to it.
Get ice and shake. Strain them into your chilled Nick and Nora or coupe. So look at the differences in our colors, just because our grapefruit liqueurs were slightly different. Mine's a pale pink and yours is a much.
Mine looks more like Aperol.
Yeah.
And then for garnish, I think this is just a simple lemon peel.
It is a lemon peel. Why peel our lemon?
Let's see.
I'm going to try to get fancy, but let's see if it works.
I'm going just simple lemon peel or lemon twist, or a twist of a lemon peel, I should say.
Yeah, because there's actually a difference between a twist and a peel.
Correct. All right, what are we doing?
I'm trying something.
Are you trying to cut out a caricature of Mildred Pierce? Cute.
There's my Mildred Pierce with my very super fancy garnish that I tried, but didn't work out quite as I expected.
And based on my garnish, here's my Mildred Pierce. You can't even see it, but it's going to taste the same.
If you close your eyes.
So we will see you guys next week. We've got more fun cocktails coming up, and you guys have a great weekend.
Okay, especially those of you who got some CCC to go this weekend. It's going to be a fun weekend for everybody.
Cheers, Rice.
Cheers, Jason.